challenge. Then we can commence fighting the War of the Roses.
Well, Granny wants to sneak up on us.
She don't understand the feudal system. Knights don't sneak.
Well, you'd better sneak back, 'cause Granny's gonna find your 10 brunches.
Look at it. You want to get yourself a handsome knight and get trothed up and live happy ever after?
Well, of course I do.
Well, then we gotta fight my way, the feudal way, with honor, bravery, and intelligence.
Okay. Good luck, brave, intelligent knight.
Giddy up!
Jethro! You're all backwards! Jethro!
Colonel Dumbarton, sir. That black knight who rode through your rose garden last year is back. Back? And riding through your rose garden again? Why, then she should bounder. Stop riding through my roses, you clumsy lout.
I ain't no lout. I'm Sir Jethro from the next castle.
I say, is he sitting on his horse backwards? Yes, sir. A mark of contempt. Be gone, you rotter, or I'll set the dogs on you.
Too late. We's challenging you to the War of the Roses. We'll be back with our rabble and pillage you. Giddy up.
He's riding back through your roses, sir. Curse you, Black Knight. I accept your challenge. This is war.
For me, Mr. Domo?
Yes, sir. Mr. Drysdale calling from London.
Oh, thank you. Faversham, Mr. Drysdale? You still at the hotel?
Yes, Mr. Clampett. And I have some wonderful news for you. It won't be necessary for you to come to London to see the Queen.
Well, fine, but, how are you going to give her back the deed to Canada? I got it with me.
Now, that's the exciting part. I've been using my influence, contacting all my connections. Come in. And as a result of my superhuman efforts, Queen Elizabeth is coming to Clampett Castle to see you.
Oh, no. No. But she don't have to do that.
No, she insists. After what you've done for her, she won't have it any other way.
It sure is a mighty great honor for us, Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, glad to do it. Oh, and by the way, don't spread it around. Security reasons, you know. Yeah. Oh, yes, I'll be with her. Faversham to you.
You are a madman.
Now, just...
Hiring someone to impersonate the Queen's minister in Hollywood is one thing, but no actress in the United Kingdom would consent to
Now,
impersonate...
just hold it right there. You must remember the Clampett family historian is Jethro. He thinks this Elizabeth is still queen.
Nessa, darling, we simply must do something about your father.
Oh, sit down, Osgood. You knew Daddy drank when you married me.
He's getting worse. Other people see pink elephants. He sees black knights.
That was a year ago.
He's seen him again. Claims the fellow rode up this morning and challenged him. Arm yourselves. Take cover. The War of the Roses may begin at any moment. Charge! The War of the Roses? That was 500 years ago. Dear Vanessa.
All right, dear. I'll hide his brandy.
Many a castle's been captured with these here catapults.
But how are you gonna get it inside the wall?
Well, I ain't. It's gonna get me inside.
Oh, it's gonna throw you like a slingshot.
Ain't you never heard of Sir Lancelot assailing the walls? This here's what sent him a-sailing.
Ain't you likely to get hurt?
Heck no. That's why knights wears armor. I reckon that's where they got the expression, fly by night.
Well, what you gonna do after you get inside?
I'm gonna, lay about me with my trusty sword. Then when I get them all pillaged, I'll open the gate, let you in. You can pick yourself out a night and get troughed up.
Why, heck, for I don't want him if he's all pillaged.
I'll just stun the good-looking.
Let's go.
You sit in the chair and hold it down till we get there.
Granny! Ellie! Jethro! Where is everybody? What the blue blazes?
So long, sire. We're off to pillage and loot.
Hold on, Carl. I'm gonna fetch me back a handsome knight and get troughed up to him.
Jethro! Ellie! Wait!
Say, Vanessa, here's some excitement. Fella in Twickenham claims to have seen a speckled-breasted chat. Prepare to repel attackers. The Black Knight is coming.
Was it a male or a female chap?
Doesn't say.
Listen to me, you bird-watching fop. This is war. England expects every man to do his duty. And the battlements.
Vanessa, I thought you said
I did. I put his brandy away.
that it's time to put him away.
Relax, dear.
I have it. Send him to Scotland to visit your cousin Sandra.
Sandra's coming here. There's Emlyn.
Drat.
Where's my brandy? Man needs to drop before battle.
Sit down, Daddy.
I told you, the Black Knight's coming.
Yes, yes, on his white charger.
No, on a black truck.
A black truck.
Yes, and the blighter's captured a fair damsel and has her strapped to a ducking stool.
Coming, Vanessa.
Yes, dear.
We'll be in the solarium.
Dosata! If I had you in India, I'd spread you on an anthill. Blasted hippie! Where have they hit my brandy?
Here you are, Ellie. Just cut the rope and away I go.
Now remember, don't pillage no handsome knight.
I won't. I'll just sack him.
That dipsqueak's buried it somewhere. Well, never mind.
Look at him sail. Jethro, you forgot your sword.
Well, that's what I call a brandy with authority. The Black Knight.
All right, the rest of you pay attention. We'll show you how it's done. All right, you fighting fools, charge! Hit the dirt! That's the spirit, boys. Old Jed Stewart himself would be proud of you. And when we capture the next castle, you elite troops will get the spoils.
Hey, what's going on? Who are these fellas?
Granny's gorillas. We got a sorry lot of rabble, Jed. But I called out the cowards. I was hoping to come up with the dirty dozen, but all I could get was the filthy four.
Come on, you fellas get up and go back to your job.
Wait a minute, Jed. These are the Clampetts commandos, ready to lay down their life for your honor. They know everybody ain't coming back.
Yeah, because everybody ain't going.
You gonna chicken out again? Is we gonna be forever known as the Beverly Hills Yellow Bellies?
The Queen is coming.
Here!
She's gonna pick up the deed to Canada.
Then we got to finish the feud.
It's done finished.
The old boy must have had a fit.
Perhaps he just stumbled and fell.
Great heavens, what's that?
I'm off to the tournament. The Black Knight and I are jousting.
Jousting?
Yes, he flew over the wall to engage me. The poor blighter forgot his sword. So we're meeting on the field of honor to settle the War of the Roses. My steed!
But, Jed, I I can't send Granny's gorillas back to civilian life. I got them all worked up to a pitch. These killers, they got a bloodlust in their eyes.
Well, they can just...
Uncle Jim, Granny, get everybody together. We're going to have a joust.
Oh, you caught one, did you?
All he ever thinks about is something to eat.
You don't eat it, you fight it.
Well, you fight it, you clean it, you cook.
Granny, I'm going to have a joust with the Green Knight.
Let him clean it and cook it. I got the War of the Roses to settle.
This'll settle it. Jousting is fighting, and the Green Knight is from the next castle.
Well, how'd this all come about?
Well, I shot Jethro over the wall, and he landed on the Green Knight.
So now he's going to have a joust.
You say this will settle the War of the Roses once and for all?
Oh, yes, sir. That's the feudal system.
Well, get ready, boy, because yonder he comes.
Somebody fetch my charger and my jousting lamp. Hail to thee, Green Knight.
Don't cuss him, boy. Just fight him. What's that green goomer doing?
Knowing the Colonel, madam, I would guess he is fortifying himself for the fray.
Oh, well, as long as it's only water. Ladies and gentlemen, and rabble. In this corner, we have a boy from your own castle. A boy fighting to end the War of the Roses. A boy fighting to save the family name and your own necks. The ever-popular Black Knight from Bog Tussle. Let's hear it for him! And in this corner, appearing for the first time without his cannon, a man after your own hearts, as well as your livers and other vital organs, the notorious Yellow Knight. I mean the Green Knight. All right, let's not overdo it. Take a bow, Greenie. Now, y'all know the rules. No lancing below the belt. And when you get run through, stay down till the count of 8. Now, back up, and when you hear the gong, come out a-galloping.
Jethro, if he ain't in one piece, I ain't taking him.
You don't think nobody's going to get hurt, do you?
If Master Jethro can survive the catapult, he can survive the Colonel.
Well, what about him? What kind of shape is he in?
Mr. Clampett, the shape that he is in, I guarantee you he won't feel a thing.
On your mark, get set, charge!
They do a lot of that around here?
No, sir. Not for hundreds of years.
That figures.
1, 2. Get up, Jethro. 3, 4. Gonna knock more than the wind out of you. 5. Lie down, Greenie. You're a sick man. 6. You're gonna be sicker than he is. 7. There's a doctor, I'm warning you. 8. Jethro, I'm warning you. 9, 10. We won the War of the Roses. You all seen it? The winner!
Jethro, I told you I won him in one piece.
Ellie, don't!
We're in luck. They're all down the garden.
Her Majesty's still sulking.
Let her sulk. Let's get their throne set up.
She says that Elizabethan costume makes her look ridiculous.
Listen, Queenie. Think how ridiculous it will make you look in the unemployment line.
He's trapped in there.
How do you think he is?
Jed, if I didn't know better, I'd swear he was fermenting.
Jethro, you done pillaged my night. He ain't no shape to trough.
I'll get you another one.
Ellie, maybe you had better let Jethro get you another one.
She can have this one, too. He's the spoils of war.
He's already spoiled.
Maybe some water will bring him around.
Yeah. Jed, if this is water, we gotta find the creek it come from. That's what you call water.
You sure?
Distilled water.
Granny, it's for him.
Yes. Mr. Faversham! Mr. Faversham, the Queen is here.
The Queen?
Not the new one, sir, the old one.
The old Queen?
Elizabeth I.
Tetley, have you been at the cooking sherry?
No, sir. I was going up to the castle, and as I emerged from the garden tower, I saw Her Majesty.
Queen Elizabeth I?
Yes, sir, ascending her throne.
Something the matter, Mr. Domo?
Not really, sir. No, the excitement of the day has been a bit much for Tetley here.
But I did see the Queen.
You did?
Yes, sir, in front of the castle.
Oh, good. I've been expecting her. I'm going to give her back the deed to Canada.
The deed to Canada?
Yeah, bought it last week. Granny? Hey, Jethro, get a move on. Queen's here.
What's it all about, mate?
Never mind. Pass it on. Mr. Drysdale says there's a quid in it for everybody who keeps his mouth shut.
Get the show on the road.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention, please. Her Gracious Majesty, Elizabeth I, has seen fit to appoint me as royal spokesman. Now let all those who have business with the Queen step forward.
That's you, Jed.
Your Majesty, ma'am, well, first off, I want to say that we all feel mighty honored just to get to see you. And I want to thank you for letting us visit your fine country. I don't know how much Mr. Drysdale has told you about how we come to buy Canada, but, well, I reckon maybe the less said about that, the better.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's an honor and a pleasure to give it back to you, and here is the deed.
On behalf of Her Majesty, I thank you for returning Canada to the crown.
You're welcome, and she's welcome.
Done good, Carl.
You sure did.
Mr. Drysdale, can I say something to the Queen?
You may approach the throne.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, ma'am, I just want to tell you that the War of the Roses is over, and we won it fair and square. Jethro whooped the Green Knight, and we'd appreciate it if you'd tell the folks in London not to laugh and point at us no more.
Her Majesty will so instruct her subjects, and your name has been officially cleared.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Good thinking, Granny.
Could I ask a boon, please, Mr. Drysdale?
Oh, all right. Step forward.
Your Majesty, ma'am, I'm Sir Jethro de Bodine, except I ain't never been officially drubbed tonight. Would you drub me?
Let me have your sword. Kneel.
Has anyone seen the curse? The Black Knight is being dubbed by Queen Elizabeth I.
Oh, come off it.
You better get him home. Here. Drinks, you know.
Thus ends the Second War of the Roses.
of the Roses is over, I think we ought to go to the next castle and pay a social call on Colonel Dumbarton.
This ain't the time, Jed. I got the man under medical treatment.
What's wrong with him?
He's caught fast in the clutches of demon rum. But with my help, he's quitting cold turkey.
You think he can do that?
Of course he can. I sent him over a jar of Dr. Daisy's cold turkey tonic.
Well, that's a new one on me.
Oh, it's a harmless vegetable compound. As long as he don't drop it or light a match close to it.
To you, Dr. Daisy.
Uncle, are you right?
Never felt better. Feel a different man since I gave up drinking.
You quit drinking?
Yes, thanks to Dr. Daisy's cold turkey tonic.
And what's in that tonic?
A vegetable compound. Daisy says it's mostly corn.
How often do you take it?
Oh, as required. Wonderful stuff. You know, whenever I get that diptic craving for another drink, one dose of that and the craving vanishes.
What you doing in your damsel in distress outfit?
I've been up in that stupid tower hauling help. Save me like Jethro said.
Didn't no knight ride up to rescue you or troth you?
Heck no. I don't think they know a damsel in distress when they see one.
Well, here's one. I got this whole castle to clean. Now take this and get at it. Where's Jethro?
Oh, he's out front setting up his telescope.
Telescope? What's he fixing to look at?
Well, the castle next door, I reckon. I'll change into my old clothes, Granny.
Good girl.
Uncle Jed, Granny, where are you? You gotta come outside and look through my telescope.
Where?
You gotta see what I seen over at the next castle.
Oh, just.
Uncle, now why don't you come riding with me?
No, not while I'm under treatment.
Oh, very well. I'll see you both later.
Uncle, are you sure about the stuff?
Try it, my boy. In that glass, there's all the proof a man could want. Sounds as though you need it, huh?
What is it, boy?
Uncle Jed, I'm in love.
Well, doggy.
Who is she, Jethro?
Mr. Domo says she's Colonel Dumbarton's niece. Just visited. Take a look.
Oh, you're spying on them folks.
Colonel Dumbarton's got a telescope over to his castle. He looks at us. Boy, are we getting the best end of this bargain.
Oh, it's fair and love war, Jed. We've done had the war.
Now he's got the love. Uncle Jed, she's the one I've been looking for all my life. That left Granny speechless. Ain't never seen one like her, have you?
No, boy. She's one of a kind. Take a look, Jed.
You ain't gonna believe it.
I got some in my eye.
Ain't gonna go away, Jed.
Hard to beat her, huh, Uncle Jed?
If I was you, I wouldn't try. Eh? Wouldn't that look?
No, a sight like that sort of stays with you, Jed.
What do you think of that picture?
I was just going to ask you about that. A lot of it, ain't there?
She's all woman, Uncle Jed. Well, so long.
Where you going?
Where would you be going if you was in my place?
An eye doctor.
Hey, boy, let me give you some advice. Don't get fresh with that girl.
You can come out now. I said you can come out now.
Who, me?
Yes. You're one of the Americans.
Yeah. How could you tell?
Oh, I've got second sight. Now, let me see. Your name is Jethro.
Well, it used to be, and now it's Sir Jethro. You see,
Oh, don't tell me. You'll break the spell. I see it all. A castle. A queen. Queen Elizabeth I. She dubbed you Sir Jethro.
You has got second sight. Can you tell why I come here?
Well, you're my black knight. You came here to ask me to marry you.
Doggone. You done it again. Will you?
Marry you? Why, Seth Neogrease.
Boy, wait till Uncle Jed and Granny hear about this.
Where you going, Granny?
Dr. Granny, this is a professional house call.
Where to?
The next castle. I'm taking the Colonel another jar of my cold turkey tonic.
I thought he'd quit drinking.
He did. But that niece of his would drive anybody back to the bottle. Now, I refilled your prescription.
Oh, bless you, Dr. Daisy.
It's nice to see you so relaxed, Colonel. Has anybody else noticed the change? Your niece, for instance?
You've seen her, have you? Beautiful girl. Ravishing.
I think you need glasses.
No. I'll drink straight from the jar.
Don't go away, lassie. I'm coming a courting, singing and dancing my way into your heart.
Enchanting creature. Make some lucky fellow a great wife. What a mother she'd make.
Jed! Oh, Mr. Domo, have you seen Jed?
Mr. Clampett? Yes, madam, he's in the main hall. Is something wrong?
Yeah. Tell me, have you ever seen Colonel Dumbarton's niece?
Many times, ma'am.
This won't go no further. But tell me, what do you really think of her?
Well, since you ask, madam, I think Miss McGregor is one of the most beautiful young ladies I have ever seen.
You don't get to town much, do you? Jed, Mr. Domo must have got himself a lick on the head. He thinks the Colonel's niece is beautiful, too.
He does? Reckon something wrong with that telescope?
Can't be. I seen her up close. You wouldn't believe it.
Is she really that, ugly?
Not only that ugly, she's a drunk.
A drunk?
Carries it around in a big leather bag. It's got 4 straws to it. She was reeling around the yard, sucking on the hind one, moaning and squealing.
Squealing?
Oh, like a stuck pig. It was revolting.
Where was the Colonel?
Sitting there sober as a judge, pretending not to notice.
And her moaning and squealing? He ought to took steps.
Now, don't badmouth him, Jed. He's the most loyal family man you ever heard of. She was lurching around, swishing her skirts and showing her big hairy legs, and him sitting there telling me what a wonderful mother she'd make.
Granny, maybe we ain't got a problem. If Jethro's seen her like that, you know what he's going to say.
Yeah, Granny, I'm getting married. You're going to be the best man, and Granny, you're going to be the flower girl.
What did he say?
I can't repeat it, Jed.
Have you seen her, boy?
Seen her? I'm going to be a father.
A father?
Yeah, she said she wants to have 12 children.
Oh.
We'll name the first girl after you, Granny.
Oh, you don't know how that makes me feel, boy.
It'll look just like her. You can bounce her on your knee. It's got her going, Uncle Jed. Granny, you ain't losing a grandson. You're just gaining a...
Don't say it, boy.
When is this all going to take place?
She can't wait, Uncle Jed. We're getting married tomorrow in Westminster Abbey.
Oh.
Never seen Granny so happy. I gotta go tell Ellie.
Have you told her uncle?
She's gonna tell him. He's gonna give her away.
He's got her priced right.
But, Uncle, Westminster Abbey, the Queen, 12 children. I was joking. He was joking.
So Jethro never jokes. I better get over there.
I'll explain it to him when he drops in.
Last time he dropped in was from 50 feet up by catapult.
Uncle, are you all right?
Of course. They're the ones I'm worried about. Breaking it to them won't be easy. Why, at this very moment, they're probably over there singing, dancing, and rejoicing.
I think of that poor, sweet, innocent boy, Jethro. It's all my fault, Jed. I didn't beat him enough.
Granny.
I always wanted his bride to wear my old wedding dress. But on that beast, it'll look like a lampshade.
Granny.
Jed, you ain't seen her feet. This girl is a great, big, hairy, drunken brute.
Granny, if she was a drunken brute, Jethro would have said something.
Jed, with this kind, you don't kiss and tell.
What's that?
It's her! How's that for a drunken brute?
I don't think she's drinking. I think she's playing.
That's your second dad this morning. When you drink like that, you ain't playing.
She seems to be fingering the thing.
She's priming the pump. She can't suck it up fast enough.
What's all that noise?
Jed, some stuff makes you whoop, some make you holler. That's squealing whiskey. Done emptied the bag.
Wait a minute.
Every lassie has his lassie. Nay, nay, say hey.
I wonder how folks over here handle these things. I wish Mr. Drysdale and Miss Jane was here.
It ain't them two that she needs. It's Barnum and Bailey.
Oh, Kenny! You dodging Jethro's girl?
Have you seen her?
Yeah.
Then you just answered your own question.
I don't think there's going to be no wedding, Ellie. I'm going to talk to her uncle.
Well, he's over here to see you.
Yes?
Let me break it to him, Jed. He's my patient, and the shock could start him drinking again.
I feel frightfully embarrassed. You do see the girl's position.
Well, now, let me get this straight. The wedding is off?
Yes, and I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, don't give it another thought. Mighty nice of you to...
Now, wait a minute. Is he saying the wedding is off?
That's what he said.
What he meant was his niece don't want to marry my grandson.
That's right.
You keep out of this.
I'm afraid the girl's a terrible tease.
A tease. She's a heartbreaker of him. I seen her dancing outside the boy's window, flaunting her charms.
You'll have to excuse Granny, Colonel. I'll explain to her you later. She's a little upset.
You'd be upset, too, if you was to lose 12 dear little grandchildren with the shake of a hussey's beautiful head.
So sorry.
And you're gonna be sorry. I'm cutting off your tonic.
No. Not that, Daisy.
Dr. Daisy to you, no wedding, no tonic.
I don't have another word with the girl.
No, don't do that.
You keep out of this.
In the car again, sir? No, we're moving into the castle here where we can keep an eye on the Clampetts.
I can't say I blame you, sir.
Well, we sure are glad to see you.
Something wrong?
No, you're just in time for the wedding.
Granny, there ain't gonna be no wedding.
And you're just in time for the funeral.
Funeral?
What's happened? Well, Granny just got her back up. It seems that the Colonel's niece was gonna marry Jethro, but she changed her mind.
No, she ain't. Not that sweet, dear little child. Wait till you see her. She's... There she is!
That's her?
Sweet little child.
Homewrecker, you shameless flirt!
Granny, stop it!
Mickey, you drunken Jezebel!
Granny, that's enough!
Put me down!
Granny, that's not a girl.
You're right. She's a monster. And if the word gets around that she's jilted poor Jethro, there won't nobody have him.
But that's a boy.
Who ever heard of a boy wearing skirts?
The skirt of all...
She drinks rye.
Granny, that's not a skirt, it's a kilt. The boy is from Scotland, that's how they dress.
Let me think about that for a minute. Don't she look more like a boy than a girl?
She looks more like an ape than either one of them.
Excuse me, Granny. May I see you, Miss Hathaway?
You and your big mouth. We could have sued her for breach of promise.
She's a boy.
Well, that's fraud. We could have collected twice. Yes. Go unpack, spoil sport.
I wonder why the Colonel didn't tell us his niece was a nephew.
He didn't want to make Jethro look stupid. I knowed all along she was a boy.
You did?
Didn't want to make you look stupid.
Why? Well, I guess it's all settled.
No, it ain't.
What you mean?
Somebody's got to break the news to poor Jethro.
Yeah, I should have had a talk with that boy a long time ago.
Jed, break it to him gently.
She's a what?
She's a boy, Jethro. There's ways of telling.
Well, I know there is.
Didn't you see how she was built?
Well, sure, didn't you?
I should have had that talk with you a long time ago.
You sure had on it.
Now, this ain't no time for joking. I'm telling you, that girl is a boy. Now, don't give me no argument.
Yes, sir, Uncle Jed. She's a boy, all right.
Believe me now?
Oh, I do. I do.
What are you looking at me that way for? Girl, where are you going?
Granny, I'm telling you, Uncle Jed's done lost his mind. He thinks she's a boy.
Jethro, she is a boy. It's your mind that's lost.
My mind? Ellie, did you see her?
I hid from her.
I get it. You're always gaslighting me. You're trying to make me think that I'm crazy. You're after my title. I know it. You all's trying to have me committed. I'm telling the Queen on you. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you.
Can you save him, Granny?
I can, but it'll take a head transplant.
Well, where you gonna get another head?
Tower of London. He's rolling in them.
Sir Jethro? Oh, excuse me. Have you seen Sir Jethro?
Who are you?
Well, I'm Colonel Dumbarton's niece.
His niece?
Well, you sure have changed.
If Rye'll do that for you, I'm gonna run me off a batch.
Excuse me, I don't understand.
Well, a minute ago, you were a great, big, hairy goomer lurching and squealing through the garden.
Oh, you saw my brother.
Your brother?
What was that you called him?
Harry Goomer. A Harry Goomer. The handsomest man in Tennessee.
Granny. Well, who is this?
The Colonel's niece. The one with the handsome brother in the garden.
Doggy. Boy, it sure is a relief to... it sure is a pleasure to meet you.
Wait a minute. She's the one that jilted poor Jethro.
Oh, I only did it to save him.
Save him?
Yes, well, I'm only a commoner, and he's royalty. Well, if he'd married me, the Queen would have cut off his head.
Oh, poor darling. Jed, she saved the boy's life.
Granny, I think this calls for a celebration.
Oh. Try, Jed.
I'm game.
Let's show him.
It'll be a mite breezy.
up to?
It's the